Can they make it to the end without falling? This is 100 custom bikes that will take on an obstacle course above water. Oh, no, he's gone. He's gone. Just look at this creation. It's got this massive wheel at the back. It was going so well, they were so calm, and they got towards the edge and over the edge and into the water. Right then, Hillbilly Racing from the Netherlands. A little bit wide this, bit concerned. It's a narrow track, look at it. There's no room for error whatsoever, and they're ripping down the track at the moment, but they're losing control of it. Can they hold it? Yes, they can. Oh, they're going to get there. Oh, right at the end. Right at the... Oh, can they get to the bell? Not quite. Now they can. It took longer than expected, but they got there.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right then, look at this one with the propellers going at the back. Is that going to make them quicker? We'll find. He looks petrified already. Look at his face. Over that little hump, total concentration. Look at the water jets. They're taking it so steadily here. He's got to go quicker over the cobbles or they won't make it. They're wobbling all over the place. He's petrified. Oh, they've gone. Not only is he petrified, he's wet through as well, straight into the water. This is where it went wrong. Got to steer it better than that. Right then, so let's see if this one can make it. It's a green tandem. They're not the easiest things to keep in a straight line, and they're wobbling already, and now they've got the obstacle, and this can be tricky. Oh, but no, they've gone. They've gone. I mean, the only good thing is they didn't go into the water. But the minute they got towards the obstacle, that was the point of no return. But in the spirit of the day, why would you not go to the finish and ring the bell? Fantastic. So here we go then, Winks on Wheels from Germany. Those wings there, will they be water wings, I wonder, by the time this run finishes? So they're off and running, and they're wobbly, and they've got to keep it straight. Now then, slow down. Now you've got to go quicker. Oh dear. Just before they got to the bin. They just lost a bit of confidence, I think. A little bit of confidence, lost a bit of speed. You need to maybe pedal through the wobble, but they didn't. And in they go. Right then, one facing forwards, one facing backwards. It's a shopping trolley. It's creative. It's lost a piece already. This one looks tricky. Will they get there? They've already lost the fella at the back, so he's riding solo, but he's doing well. He's trying to catch up, look. Gets towards the back, over the cobbles. Lot of speed. This is so good as we've seen. Fantastic. Oh, he's gone into the water. But they've rung the bell. They've gone into the bales. That was spectacular. Superbly done, despite the fact it didn't hold together. But that's a brilliant team effort in the end, and that's what it's all about, ringing that bell. This one looks interesting, doesn't it? Down you go. This might be all about momentum. This has got a bit of weight to it, so it's flying down itself. Now they've just started to pedal a little bit. Oh, and in! Tipped in! Tipped that wheelbarrow into the water. They looked concerned very early on the run, and that's why. I wouldn't want to be sat there. El Matador. I wouldn't want to be there. It's difficult for the guy at the back, but he's doing well. This is all about speed. Let's not worry about the direction. Oh, let's worry about the direction now, though. Because they're into the water. They were brave to try that. I mean, they looked at the crowd. Look at their faces. What on earth possesses you to stick a fella on the front of your bike? Wow. Surely he's not going to stand up. No, he's not. But he is going to sit there on the sofa, which makes it very wide and it makes it difficult to steer. And keeping it straight is all important. You've got to stay on that white line if you can. This is good, though, so far. Over the cobbles, now it really narrows off. This could be special. This could be special. They're almost there. Will they make it? They're almost there. They can see the rope. They can see the bell. Yes, they've done it. Now ring it. Don't forget. There you go. Fantastic run. Fantastic. That's what it's all about. That's how you do it. Right then, the Volvo Vroomers. Volvo's very efficient. Let's see if this one is. Look at it. Fantastic. A lot of work's gone into it. Nice and steady through a tricky little section there. It gets wider, it gets narrower, and when you come off the obstacles like that, you've got to keep your concentration! Otherwise, you drop into the water like that. Once it starts to go, it goes.
3, 2,
Right then, so this one's quite wide. It's got the bike in the middle of it, but it's quite wide. I think the wider you go, the more difficult it can be. And it's all about keeping your arms locked and keeping that wheel straight. Oh, they got into the cobbles and they're a bit wobbly through there, and now they've got to get it back again because then it narrows and then you get wet. It narrows and then you get wet. That's the problem. When it goes from a wide section to a narrow section, you've got to be absolutely spot on.
3, 2, 1.
Right, first and foremost, just to confirm, that is a sausage at the front of this particular tandem. Right, off they go. It's quick at the top of the course. They've lost half the bun. So off they go. Over the cobbles. This is nice and quick. He's really having a go here. That's the narrow section and that's the wet section. They were so close to the bells. She knows how close they were. Right, the Simpsons. That's face paint, by the way. He's not yellow through fear at the moment. But the wheels are small, look. This is almost like one of those fold-away bikes. Let's see if this works. Over this little obstacle that lifts you up and puts you down, and then it gets narrow, and if you get through this bit, you're fine. Oh, look at him, he's one-handed. He's showboating, he's ringing the bell. That's brilliant. That's outstanding. He's made a mockery of it. He actually came over the last bit, one-handed, ready to ring the bell. So off go the team. Can they make it? Will they get there? Through the jets of water, over that little ramp. Oh, he's got to hold it, did hold it. Brilliant recovery. Used his feet for balance. Now it narrows off. Oh, and off they go. Off they go. Look at her face. Brilliant. I thought he'd managed to recover, but it was only a matter of time. A lot of work's gone into this. Whether it's what you need today, I don't know, because he's shaking like a leaf at the top. I'm not sure whether he's nervous or whether this is just a tricky bike to get from A to B. But they're doing fine at the moment, aren't they? Doing fine at the moment. Right, this is a narrow bit. This is testing. They're wobbling it in. Wobbling it in. I thought they were going to get there. I really thought they were going to get there. So did they. Oh, my word. Heartbreaking for them. This one looks like the kind of tandem you might rent on a nice summer's day. But this is anything but a summer's day ride. This is only for the brave. This is only for the mad. This is only for those with great concentration also. And that's what we're seeing right now. Oh, that's easy. That is easy. Fantastic. That's how you do it.
3, 2.
Right, wet camel toes. One of the best names I've seen. Let's see if they do get wet. The camel's tongue flapping around at the front. Oh, they've got no speed to get over that little flipper. And they get flipped off straight into the water. The camel toes are definitely wet.
Derde team dat start en ze doen dat in 3, 2, 1.
So I'm a bit concerned when you've got one high and one low. I think this makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for the person steering, but they've gone off like the clappers here. Over those little humps. Oh, he's running out of room. Has he got it back? Oh, he has. No, he's not. Oh, dear. I just thought he'd managed to do it. Right, Hogwarts Express. I wouldn't want to be sat up there. He must be stark raving mad. The humps give you the speed. Now you need the concentration. This is good. Look at his arms locked. You can see the muscles tensed as he tries to keep it straight. That's what it's all about. It's not necessarily about speed, it's about being straight, and that's what they are. Follow the line, follow the line! Oh, he didn't get there. Well, he did get there, they rung the bell. They did get there. Look at that, the back wheel, but that, if you're going to fall off, that's where you fall off. So let's see if this team can get from start to finish. It's not easy. Oh, God. They're going to go. No, they didn't even get down the start ramp. That's an absolute disaster. Look at this gigantic burger. Wide. Is it going to make it difficult to keep straight through the jets? over that little flipper. Right then, so far so good. Over the cobbles, you've got to keep pedalling over the cobbles. They've lost a piece of it. Now it gets really narrow and now you start to panic. And this is the moment of truth. And look at his face. Oh, no! No! Oh, dear. They're stuck, I think. There you go. Why not? Why not, indeed?
De gemolken huisjes in 3, 2, 1.
Right then, the moment of truth has arrived. You get speed at the top, and if you can carry that for the first part of this course, gives you a great chance. And that's exactly what this team has managed to do. They've made a mockery of the cobbles over that little island. Now it gets narrow. Keep pedalling, you're there! You're there, that's fantastic, really good. Into the bales, don't worry about that, that's what they're there for. But that was very, very good. Got the speed, kept it straight, rang the bell. Down we go, this yellow tandem with that wide bit at the back, and they're wobbling around a little bit. Here's that flipper, over we go, that's okay. Now it gets narrow, now you've got to concentrate. All that happened. If you don't keep your concentration there, you are getting wet.
3, 2, 1.
I wouldn't want to stand up at the back on the trick nuts, that's for sure. He nearly came off there, he just lost his foot, but they're nice and quick here, this is fast. Oh, this is fast, it's too fast. They've lost the fella at the back. He might get there, though. Of course he's going to get there. Ring the bell. There you go.
Zijn jullie er klaar voor? 3, 2, 1.
Right then, cuties. Let's see what cuties can do. It's big, this. It looks cumbersome, this. It looks quite heavy, this. If this starts to wobble, then there's going to be no way back. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark there, and they are wobbling, and they're right at the edge. There you go. When it's big and heavy like that and it starts to go, there is only one end result. You are going straight into the water. One more team. We've got loads more teams, but this is one more team. And look at the size of this. I mean, I would suspect they've got no chance. It's wobbling already. They've got no idea where the front wheel is. They can't see the front. He's walking at the back, look. You can't do that. You can't walk it down the track, lads. It just about fits through there. It's all over the place, this. There you go. See you later, boys. That was inevitable. Nothing was surer than they were falling in. There you go. The latest victims or the latest successful team. Over the steps. That's never easy. Over there too, that's fine. Now the cobbles, it's all good this, it's all good this. Keep it going, keep your speed over those little humps. Gets wider, then it gets narrower. Fantastic, that's really good. Ring the bell. Made it look easy, and it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. Right, Shrimply the best. Shrimps like water. Let's see whether this team end up in the water. Nice and steady at the start. Steady, slow rotations of the pedals. A face etched in concentration. So far, so good. They love the wide sections. They fear the narrow sections. And the shrimp is in the water. It's very difficult when it starts to go.
2, 1, aanzien.
Off we go then. Nice and steady, taking their time. Over that little flipper, through the water. Kept his feet going on the pedals through the cobbles. Now he's got to stay central there and ring the bell, and he did. Really, really good. Look at them celebrating. Everybody's enjoyed that. The Green Bull then. Few burgers on the plate. Ketchup and mustard. Will they get there? Is it all going to get to the end in one piece? Just taking it nice and steady, but you need speed over the cobbles, otherwise you start to wobble like that at the front. The foot went down there. Now it gets narrow, and then you get wet. This one's interesting because it's going to be slightly heavier on one side than the other. Whether that affects the way they can steer it and keep it straight, I'm not sure. but they're nice and quick here. Those small wheels seem to be working well. He's flexing at the front and he's ringing the bell at the back. Very, very straightforward for that team. There's all sorts going on with this one. Lots of creativity. Bit wobbly there, but now they're straight. Over there, at the cobbles. Keep it going now, lads. Keep it going now, lads. Keep it going now, lads. Oh, dear. See you later. Right, Emerald from Germany. Locked and loaded at the top. Nice and quick through there. Keep it straight on this narrow section. Up you go again. Over that little wheelie bin, whatever it is. Keep it straight. You're nearly there. They can see the finish. This is where it gets really tough. They're on the edge. They're over the edge. Oh, over the edge. So near yet so far. Look, there's the bell. They can almost feel the rope in their hands. So the Matadors are on their way. They look fantastic, don't they, the pair of them? Will they keep the costumes dry? The bull at the front. Over the flipper, through the narrow bit. Fine, ring the bell, boys. You did fantastically well. Don't forget to ring it. Don't forget, did they ring it? I think they must have rung it. If they didn't ring it, they're adding time on. So what's going to happen here? Surely you can't have them on either side. This is quite amazing. If they make it, this is going to be astonishing. I've not seen anybody do this today, side by side. Over there. You've got to be completely coordinated here. Over the cobbles. Go on then, keep it going. Now you've got the humps. Keep it straight, keep it straight. If one side starts to go, then you've got no chance. This is the moment of truth. There's the bell. Oh, they managed to do it! They managed to do it! Astonishing stuff. Go on, get in there. Brilliant. Right, Scooby Snackson. They would have got away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Over that little hump. Oh, and straight in the water. Over the hump and straight into the water. Look at Scooby's ears all over the place. Goodbye. Well, that's one way to get out. That's as much fun as doing the course.
2, 1.
Right then, llama riders. This is where you generate all of the speed at the top. It can carry you a long way. It means you don't have to do a great deal, but they're going towards the edge. Straight in. Straight in. Right then, so the next team from Germany. They've got the cameras on the helmets for posterity, and that's what lies ahead. That's what it's all about. Getting from start to finish on this very difficult course. And they've made a fantastic start. Not really wavering off that thick white line, are they? Which is the intention of all the teams here today. Got a nice pace to them. They're nice and steady. Just starting to lose balance a little bit, but they're going to get there. And he high-fives that bell as he gets to the finish. Right, Pirates of Bicycle. I've seen Johnny Depp look better, I must say. Right then. Can they see the wheel? That's the problem. If you can't see the wheel, how can you keep it straight? I would suspect they're struggling to see it. Over the flipper. Right then. Now he gets narrow, and then the boat goes into familiar territory, the water. Pirates overboard, I think they're all saying in the crowd. So let's see whether this duo can make it. Wobbly at the top, he's nervous. He's very nervous. It's over the steps. Somehow he's got the... Oh, look at him wobbling. Look at him wobbling. Over that big flipper there, that big seesaw. Now they're pedalling away. I'm not sure if the chains come off, you know. Has the chain off? And they've got the wrong other chains on. Pedals don't seem to work. I think that's it. Go on, in you go. You deserve that. Get in the water.
3, 2, 1.
Right then, balloons all over the place, which might help them float if they go in. Nice and quick through there, over that hump, then the double hump, over the goat. Now it gets narrow, now he's started to fear it, now he's wobbling, but now he's okay again, and there's the bell, good stuff. They were about 1.5 inches away from going into the water. Excellent. The Dalton's Terror from Belgium. 3 of them, 4 of them. Well, 3 of them, 3.5. Anyway, here we go. Nice and quick. Oh, over the flipper. Losing it, get it back in. They're all pendant at the same time. Oh, they've gone. In fact, in hindsight, you know, there's only 2 of them. It's a false one at the front and a false one at the back. Ah, dear me. Had me fooled. Right, Pluto TV. Very careful at the outset. Keep that front wheel straight. That's the key for all of the teams today. Let the tandem do its thing. That's exactly what they're doing. Nothing spectacular, nothing too showy, and very successful. There you go. It can be done, and that's how you do it. This one's fascinating. I wouldn't want to be going backwards. I have no idea what they're doing. That must be, instead of pedalling, they're pumping. All the responsibility on the fella at the back, because he can see where they're going, and I'll tell you where they're going. Straight into the water. There's gold at the bottom of the water, everybody. Right then, this one looks interesting, because that shouldn't inhibit them too much, although it's all gone already. Now it's just a bike. Over the big flipper, lands on the other side. Cobbles, no issue. 3 humps, over you go. Now it gets narrow, Can you get there? Wobbling, but still going and ringing the bell, and that's really good. And look how delighted they are. All the hard work pays off.
In 3, 2,
This is tricky because you've got the steps, and I wouldn't want to be stood up there. Oh, he's gone already, over the steps and in. Right, off you go on your own. And now, oh dear, it's too long for the course. That was an absolute shambles. Did anybody seriously think the pole dancer was staying on? Right, Luchtballon from the Netherlands. Nice and bright, nice and colourful. Balloons all over the place. Wide. Over the big hump. Through the water. Over the cobbles. Don't get stuck in there. Keep it going! Couldn't keep it going. Right, Carrot Power.
Come on!
Nice and streamlined. Crowd cheering them on. Steady start through the water after the flipper. Enjoying himself immensely. Over the cobbles, pedalling away. Very narrow. There's the bell. Ring it. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Celebrations from everybody here today. Look at them. Right, Brand from Sweden. The biggest thing to come out of Sweden since ever, they tell me. 2 of them on a tandem. Fire extinguisher at the back. Don't sit on that. Over the flipper. Wobbly over the flipper. Got to keep it going, fellas. Narrows off now. Keep on those white lines. There's the bell. There's the smile. And that's what success looks like. Brilliant. Betty and Bjorn, eat your heart out. So Krabby Patty riders. A big burger, big cheeseburger, high handlebars. No problem over the steps, they're losing bit. It's over that big flipper there, the big seesaw. They're going to do well to stay on. I think they are going to stay on. Are they going to stay on? Are they going to stay on? No, they're not. No, they're not. 3 or 4 times I thought they were going to go, but got it back again, but they couldn't get to the bell.
2, 1.
So let's see if this latest duo on this tandem can get to the end of this course. Good so far. Over the cobbles. Now it gets narrow. Now it gets tricky. Now you've got to concentrate. They did just that, and they've done it. Really good. Meta Boys from the Netherlands. Lots of weight on either side. Will that make it tricky? They've gone really quick at the top, pedalling away. That might be nerves, you know. Over the little traffic island and into the water. So near. They were metres away from ringing the bell. As it is, they've taken a dip. I think they were just pedalling too quick, too excited. The Millennium Falcon, Chewbacca at the back, and I presume that's Han Solo at the front, although the costumes leave a little bit to be desired. And the start leaves a little bit to be desired, but they're okay through there. There's the inside shot of that little garage or house, whatever it is. There's the flipper, and there's the water. I call it the flipper because if you get it wrong, it flips you straight into the drink. Never really had the confidence, did they, that team? And not enough speed over there. So the latest team, the latest success story, or the latest victims. They look like victims at the minute, but they've got it back again, which is quite remarkable. Quite remarkable to recover as they did. And they've gone flying through there, and now they're going to ring the bell. Well, you wouldn't have given them a chance, would you, at the top? They were so out of sync at the top that they managed to get it back again. So the Tube de France gaining speed at the top. No problem so far. Shouldn't be any real problem here because it's nice and wide. It's when it gets narrow it gets really tricky. This bit is where I'm talking about. But they're really, really smooth through there until they weren't. Really smooth until they weren't. And when you're not smooth, you're very wet. In you go. Right then, the first set of furry handlebars we've seen today. Over the steps. There's the big seesaw flipper. Nice and quick. No trouble with the cobbles. He's really got a bat on here. Look at this. He's going for his life. Keep it straight, ring the bell. That's as good as we've seen. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. They loved it, look. That was such a good run. So Dumper from the Netherlands. Red, orange and yellow, very colourful. Good start. Over the flipper through the water, then the cobbles. Then the narrow bit and then the water. Just took a little bit too much speed into that really narrow section. And they've damaged the course as well. They'll be in trouble, you know. They'll have to glue that back on before anybody sees it. So the two ladies start at the top. Will they get to the finish? That's the big question. Over there, no problem. Looks like an ambulance with a jail cell on the back, and now it looks like a submarine because they got into the water. Oh dear me. Hetson and Findus. I suspect that's a false beard, but I'm only guessing at this stage. Got to get the start right, team. Come on. Got to get the start right. This is supposed to be the easy bit. Right, off we go. Eventually. Over the first hump, through the house. Here's the flipper. Now it gets narrow. Now he gets wobbly. Now they get towards the bell and they ring it. Grab that rope. Brilliant. Really good. Didn't think they'd do it. Didn't fill me with confidence at the top. But they got there.
Hier komt Team Rocket.
Right, Rocket.
2,
From the Netherlands. Will they rock it or will they stack it? That's the big question. So far so good over the double humps. Now it gets narrow, he's being cheered on. Well, it was a rocket. Start to finish, no problem. Smiles on faces. He's going to do it on two unicycles here. This is magnificent. Look at these two. How on earth are they going to manage this? Staying together is the difficult bit. I think once you're on the unicycle, it's probably easier to keep straight, although the obstacles won't be easy, of course. Whoever's idea this was, they must be mad. Over the cobbles. That's not easy. Look, you can't get over the cobbles on a unicycle, fellas. Good idea. Didn't work. So that probably makes it a bad idea, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Right, Shark Ninja. Sounds good. Sounds fearsome. That's fearsome, what they've got ahead of them. Right then, down we go. Very colourful, this one. Pedalling away through that narrow section. Ooh, very close to going in. Very close to going in, but they're still going. They're still on the course. He's petrified now. They're all over the place. Get it straight, come on. Still going. Follow the line. Just follow the line. That's all you need to do. Follow the line. Get to the bell. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. There you go. Got to ring the bell. That's all about your time. Don't forget the bell. Brilliant.
2, 1.
So this looks like George and the Dragon to me. A little bit wobbly there, a little bit wobbly there, and a bit wet there. Wobbly there, wet there. Oh dear. Nervous from the start, I think it's fair to say. So the pizza crew, can they deliver? It's quite long, this one. He's got his best suit on. Look, the fellow at the back. Over there. Oh, they've lost a bit. Might be under the wheel, you know. That might be under the wheel. They've got to go. I think some of the body there got stuck underneath the wheel and they couldn't go any further. Just have a look here. You'll probably see it. There you go. There you go. You can't move it now. The only option was to exit stage left as we look at it, right as they are. So the moment of truth has arrived for the next team. Over the steps, over the big flipper, now the cobbles, then it gets narrow, now you can start to believe, now you can start to get confident. He looks like he's gone for a little ride through the park on a sunny day and they've done it easily. Never looked in doubt, never looked in doubt. Easy does it. This one looks interesting. Bolted to the front, petrified, absolutely petrified. Makes it difficult for the girl at the back. But they're going quick and now they're going into the water. I don't think it's very easy when you've got someone sat on the handlebars. I think that makes the very difficult thing even harder and wetter.
3, 2, 1.
So Rambos. Two fellas who couldn't look less like John Rambo if they tried. Right, here we go. Over the flipper, through the water, the buckle is buckled at the front, look, the wheel's gone at the front, so he can't stay on. Oh, he tried to save it, but he fell in. Watch the wheel go here. Here we go, completely gone. And he's tried to save it, look at the back, and he doesn't know where he is. See you, mate. Saturday Night Fever. Look at him. Looks $1 million. Disco ball on the front. Look at his barnet. Brilliant. Sunglasses on. They look the part. Will they be the part? They're wobbly through there. Still going though. It's always good to see them come out the other side. Look at him from the top. It's all over the place. He's all over the place. Is he dancing? I'm not quite sure. He's ringing the bell. That's what he's doing. Brilliant. Had a wobble on right from the start, but he got to the finish, and that's what matters. Right, so let's see whether the canoe is going to be used for its actual purpose, taking this team into the water. Over the cobbles, now the double humps, that's fine. Not far to go now, just this little narrow section. Just this little narrow section, and they're going to get there, yes! Yes! They made it, she's surprised. Well done, fellas. Very, very good.
In 3, 2, 1.
Next in line. Off we go. Lots of speed here. Lots of speed here. Now you've got to keep your concentration because you're going really fast and now you're going off the course. 5 more metres, they would have been fine. A lot of encouragement for this team here today. That's what lies ahead. This bit's fine so far. They can see the finish. That's what it's all about. They've lost a piece. Doesn't seem to be bothering them too much, though. Still going strong. Now it gets narrow and tricky, but that's good, that's good, that's really good. Never really veered off the line. Perfect example of what you have to do. And they kept the speed up, and even that didn't disrupt their thought process, their concentration, and that's well done. So the Swedes come next. This big shark. Desperate to be in the water, the shark. Desperate to be in the water, but he didn't make it through the house. Oh, he did. Just-ish. I don't know. Not seen too many go off there. Watch this. Just before they get to the house, there's that little corner. That's where they lose it, lose it, lose it. Oh, in we go. Poor old shark banged his mouth on that corner.
3, 2, 1.
The crazy engineers. They're all crazy today. Nice and steady over the hump. He's got his hands on the brakes all the time. He's put his foot down, he's petrified, absolutely petrified. But let's not worry too much about that for now. The cobbles are tricky, the foot's down again. Now it's narrow and now it's wet. Looks cold as well, judging by his face when he landed in there. He knows, look, he knows. The one at the back said, it's your fault. It's your fault. Bosh. All the way from the Czech Republic. Not sure you necessarily want that round your shoulders, you know, but there you go. That's the view from the person at the back. There's the cobbles, canoeists paddling frantically at the side. It's really good, this, though. Just this narrow bit now, and they'll get there. Just this narrow bit now, and they're there. Want to ring the bell, though. You've got to ring the bell. You can't just cycle underneath it. You've got to ring the bell. Where are they going? They're going home. See ya.
3, 2, 1.
ADHD, the Netherlands. Right. Very wide. The flags are flying. And they're off. Over the cobbles. Barely a waver. Oh, but then the water. It was so promising at the start. I don't know if the fella at the back can see past the woman at the front, you know. Bosh. Look at this one. This is magnificent. Magnificent. Look at the work that's gone into this. Can they get there? Look at the speed. Look at the speed. Now it starts to wobble. Nearly there. Oh, no. Nearly there. What's that stuck on her head? Straight off. Spectacular dismount, I think you call it. Aloha Riders. I like his sunglasses. Right, then off we go. Over the steps. The steps have been fine. No real problem there. And this big flip has been okay too. Starts to get tricky after the cobbles because this is where you get those humps and it gets narrower. And then it gets really narrow. But then you're nearly there. And yeah, they are there. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Forget the guitar. Ring the bell. There you go. Clownicorns. Good start. Through there. Over there. Now it's narrow and now it's wet. Oh, just caught the corner as well. Ooh. Watch this. Just catch the corner on the way. Oh, look at that. Right, I hope she's okay. Yeah, fine. Look, little bit bruised and battered, but that's what it's all about.
3, 2, 1.
So let's see what Popeye can do. Good start. Really good start. Over the cobbles, that's easy enough. Got to keep it straight now. Oh, can virtually reach the rope. Could almost reach the rope. Right at the end. So near yet so far. Super Mario Brothers. Will it be super? Will it be sensational? Or will there be a big splash? Let's find out. The green machine is on the way. Nice and quick through the house. Pops out the other side, over the flipper. Sticking to those lines, sticking to the lines and ringing that bell. Brilliant, it was super. Super from Super Mario. Really good run.
3, 2,
So get
1.
driven. Plenty of work's gone into the design of this one. It's wide. And they're off. And they're over the flipper. And they just barely stayed on there. Just barely stayed on. Oh, they're gone now. They were almost off right at the start, but they managed to keep it going for a few metres more. But they couldn't survive any longer. The cobbles are counting for that team.
In 3, 2, 1.
So Flying Hirsch. Let's hope the antlers don't get in the way. Gone for the speed route, gone for speed, gone for speed. Can they keep it straight? Yes, they can keep it straight. Oh, no! Did they get the bell? I think they did. They just got there. They nearly took everybody out. Look at that. Oh, he got flipped onto the bell. That's how you ring the bell. They should get extra marks for that. Pablo Banana. Best name I've seen so far. We all know a Pablo Banana. Right then, off we go. Over the steps. Over that big seesaw. Now the little cobbled section. Get pedalling, fellas. Go on, the chain's gone. The chain's gone. The chain's gone. Have they got enough momentum to get there? The chain's gone. They've got to do it with their feet. They've got no more power. They've run out of steam. They're in the water. The chain came off and then the wheels came off for Pablo Banana. There we go. Curtains from that point.
3, 2, 1.
Harley Davidson, mean and moody. Get on the trick nuts at the back. Hang on for dear life. Great looking tandem this. Fantastic. Pedaling away, concentrating, keeping it real, keeping it straight, ringing the bell. Really good. Really good. They're delighted with their day's work. The bitter boys, this looks awkward to me. The bigger, the more difficult. And this one's big, this one's wide. There's lots going on, but they're fine so far. No, they're not fine. No, they're not fine. So big, so difficult. The smaller, the narrower, the better. Okay then, will they make it? Over that big seesaw, down the other side. Now it narrows off. Keep it straight, keep it straight. Oh, you've got to get the momentum, though. You can't just run out of speed, or you just topple over to one side. You've got to keep pedalling, fellas. Otherwise, you get wet. This looks like they're going to do the balloon dance at the finish. Right then, if they get to the finish. And that is a big if, I can tell you. Good start, though. Really good start. Very, very quick. Over the dustbin. Up and down. Now it gets narrowed. Stick to the line. Stick to the line. Ring the bell. Now you can pop those balloons. That's fantastic. In you go. They should float, shouldn't they? Brilliant stuff. So this team all the way from the Czech Republic. Oh, he's gone backwards. There's too much weight at the back. They nearly flipped it. Too much weight at the back. But, I think they're going to get back on. How did they not go into the water from there? Right then, let's see what happens now over the seesaw. Keep it straight. Over those humps. The wide bit, then the narrow bit. Are they going to make it? Are they going to make it? Oh, yes, they are. It took 2 goes, but they got there. Oh, my word. Right, Mix Megapol from Sweden. Big guitar. Into the house, out the other side. Oh, and into the water. Into the water before they got to the flipper. Oh, dear. I think they lost all bearings when they were in there.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now, I think they've got the waterproof gear on as a precaution here, which is wise. Losing bits already, stuff flying off over the double humps. through that narrow bit. There's the bell, there's the smile, and that's the sweet taste of success for that team. No need for the waterproofs. Red Boiled from Sweden. The aerial shot shows how tight it can be. Just about through that gap. Over the big seesaw. Now it gets narrow. He's wobbling. Oh, the lobster's gone back into its normal habitat. The water. Landed too heavily. Could never get it back. Then it gets really narrow and fire that flick of the shoulder they're in. Let's see if the next team can get to the finish. Big gherkins. Two big gherkins on this tandem. Over the dustbin. Down the other side. Nice so far, very, very steady, very straight. Just wandering towards the line, but staying on and getting it done. Getting it done in style. Looking a bit nervous at the top, don't you think? A little bit nervous at the top. Who can blame them? This is where you get your early speed, down that initial start ramp. Through the water, over the cobbles, keep it straight, got to keep it straight. This is the last bit, the very last bit, they've done it. Well, all those nerves at the top are unfounded, that was really good, very straightforward.
In 3, 2.
This one's interesting, look, a lot of work's gone into this. A lot of work has gone into this. Wonderfully creative, but extremely wide. And you can't really see, I don't think, where they're going. Gone. Lost all momentum, all speed. Flotten Fiend. Off we go. Sunflowers for decoration. Good steady start this. Coming towards the bin. Got to keep it straight. Oh, she's struggling at the back. Just about hanging on. Lost her feet on the pedals. But they get to the finish and celebrate. Did they get to ring the bell? I'm not sure, but they got there. Now they're going to jump into each other's arms and celebrate like it's the greatest moment of their lives. Alien Amigos, friends at the top. Will they be friends at the end? Will they be together by the end? Nice and fast, they've gone for speed, they've gone for serious speed. Oh, they've gone into the water. And they went in fast and they went in hard. They got one thing on their minds, get to the finish as fast as they could, and they didn't make it. This one's interesting. The Jamaican bobsleigh team. Cool Runnings, I think they called the film. Right then. Over that big seesaw. Pedalling away, trying to keep it straight, can't keep it straight into the water. It all looked so good at the start, didn't it? Difficult over the humps when you start to lose it, though. Right, Lady and Lufsen from Sweden. Pretty straightforward, this. It's just basically a tandem with not a great deal on it. Even less now, it's all falling apart. Over the flipper. Well, he's good through there. And there's the rope, and that's fine. They've rung the bell, no problem. They just had a little bit of a wobble halfway down, but that was fine. Time for the German team. In the shell suits, taking it back to the 1980s. This is two bikes bolted together, which is quite unique. We've not seen too many of these. Over the bin. So far, so good. It's going to get narrow in a minute, though. Got to keep it together. This is where it gets narrow. This is where it gets narrow, and that's where it gets wet. They could just about reach out and squeeze the rope to ring the bell. They were that close. Just started to veer off there, and then bunny hopped into the water.
In 3, 2, 1.
One facing forward, one facing backwards, and I hope the one facing forwards is doing the steering here. Very, very long, this one. They're very fast as well. Look at the speed here. Look at this. This is spectacular. Just the last bit to go. Oh, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. so fast and so true. That's the perfect illustration of how you do it. Absolutely brilliant. Fast and furious, and straight to the finish.